Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your October 2018 Love Tarot spread. Okay, let's make a start, my darlings. We're using the Tarot of Dreams, Chiro Marchetti deck, which I really like using quite a bit actually. So let's have a look. And also I'm recording via Movie Maker, not via the new setup, because it's just showing you the, just simply the layout. And also it's just a lot quicker to upload the video through Movie Maker this way. Okay, because I'm kind of a little bit up against it trying to get videos out at the moment for October. So Universe Spirit, show me Taurus and love for the month of October 2018. Show me Taurus and love for the month of October 2018. Show me the month of October 2018, Taurus and love. What do you see coming in for Taurus and love in the month of October 2018? Show me. Alright, so we shuffled the cards, Taurus. We're going to split the deck into three. We'll collect that back up like so. And let's start putting the cards down. 1, 2, 3. I hope this all fits on the screen. 4, 5, 6. The only thing with using Movie Maker, I don't think the quality is as good as using the other camera equipment that I have, but it's just, it's just so much faster and easier to upload, because when I use the camera equipment, unless I prepare it like wow weeks in advance or something, it takes time. You have to edit it and then put it together and then upload it, which I'll do for the November readings anyway, but it's just easier to do it like this at the moment for convenience sake. So let's put all this up together like so. Let's see what comes out for you guys. There we go. Nearly done. As you can see, we're doing what I call the Gypsy Stroke Romany Tarot spread. Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on. This is the mental and emotional here. So what do we have on your minds? What's going on around the mental and emotional? What is this about? Well, it's about the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands can be warfare. This is conflict. Five of Wands. So usually in a love reading, when you get the Five of Wands, it's either that you're sparring with your partner. Sometimes the Five of Wands is fighting as well. But I often feel that this isn't fighting for. This is kind of fighting against something, because there are people who are clashing here. So often I don't see the Five of Wands as a card. I see Seven of Wands can be a card about fighting for a relationship, but I feel that the Five of Wands is that you're in clash. I see this as being a clash card. So I think with another person it might be that there are small petty arguments some of you guys might be having. Five of Wands can also be, if it's an internal card, there's some frustration here, there's intensity, there's worry, there's fear with that Five of Wands. How are you mentally and emotionally feeling about that, Taurus? Well, the Six of Coins. I feel that mentally with the Six of Coins, the Six of Coins is a material card. So the Six of Coins represents, well, there's a generosity, I think, of ideas, maybe spirit, because it's, well, how do you think about this? What do you think about this energy here? So mentally, it might be with the Six of Coins. Well, mentally, I feel very open to giving something. So this might be making some form of a concession concerning this energy, especially if you're conflicting or sparring with your partner. If there's a clash with you and another individual, it might be that mentally with the Six of Coins energy, you're ready to give something mentally. Maybe the mind is open, because it's an open card, is the Six of Coins. So maybe that you're open to resolving or finding a solution or giving a solution to the problem. Emotionally, how do you feel about this? Again, I feel emotionally there is an openness and a generosity of spirit to try and calm maybe this solution showing you. The reason for that shows us, the Nine of Coins energy. I think maybe some of you guys do value to a certain extent. Nine of Coins isn't always about being on one's own. The Nine of Coins is also about valuing things. So this shows real value when you get the Nine of Coins. It might be that some of you guys are very comfortable in the relationship to a certain... And I think that you are comfortable but also it could be with the Nine of Coins, maybe the partner, but this doesn't necessarily, I don't think this is you. I think maybe the partner with the Nine of Coins as well. So it might be the partner, the person that's around you seems to have segregated themselves, because Nine of Coins can also show when somebody is segregating themselves within a relationship. I think it's either that mentally and emotionally concerning this, you are ready to give something mentally and emotionally. You're open to extending some form of generosity to resolving this energy showing here. Either because I think with the Nine of Coins energy, as a person, you might value the person, you might value the relationship with this Nine of Coins energy. You might value where you are in the relationship, or it might be that maybe the other person has kind of segregated themselves a little bit with that Nine of Coins from you. What's going on in the present situation? The Ace of Cups is the situation. So the Ace of Cups often shows openness and receptivity of love. It can be forgiveness as well. It can be new love. But what are you experiencing around this Ace of Cups energy? Well, the Nine of Wands in the present situation. So you experience the need to try. The Nine of Wands also, but the thing with the Nine of Wands on here is it looks like hopelessness, doesn't it? Okay, because if you look at the Nine of Wands on the Ciro Marchetti deck, usually the Nine of Wands shows somebody who's standing by their post. So usually when you get a Nine of Wands, this dude never gives up. That's what the Nine of Wands is. It's about loyalty. It's about standing by your post and never giving up. But when you've got, this should almost be a reversal, the way that he's done it, because it's a gladiator with his helmet off. So this suggests to me that this person's given up the fight. They've taken the helmet off. They're sitting down and they're kind of like, oh, I don't know whether I can carry on. So I feel that around this, the situation is about the open heart, I think, with this Ace of Cups, and being open and receptive to love. But I feel that around this energy of love, what you're experiencing right now is a real sense of tiredness, giving up, I would say, even though the upright is the Nine of Wands here. I'm just looking at the picture and he looks like he's giving up. So it might be that you're giving up, it might be the person's giving up around you, but the reason for this is because, there you go, the Devil energy. Feeling trapped and wanting to be released from a cage, because again, this is one of the decks that I always look at the pictures on as well, because the pictures tell 1,000 stories. You can see the Devil here has this person confined. So this is the Devil, this is the limitation in the relationship, and it really is limiting, you know, the freedom, the happiness, the joy in the relationship. But the Devil also has the cage door open, and the Devil is saying, okay, yeah, you are limited by me, but I'm giving you a chance to get out. So the Devil isn't holding on. The Devil really, on this, I think, deck of cards is really saying, well, yeah, there are limitations in this situation here, but it's your own choice whether you stay or go. Nobody's forcing you. So you have free will, basically, on this Devil energy. So I do feel that this is about love. This is about feelings. This is about openness, emotional openness. But what you, I think, in the present situation seems to be giving up on this with the Nine of Wands energy, because you really want to be released from this kind of, it could be a toxic relationship, it could be a relationship where somebody has more power than the other, and I just feel that one of you is really tired of this energy showing here. What's going on around your hopes and desires, Taurus? Well, the Page of Swords is the situation. So the Page of Swords is communication, honesty. When you get this card, it means all sorts of things within a love reading, but sometimes the Page of Swords is, you know, he's not the greatest character in love, because the Page of Swords tends to be somebody who likes to hit it and quit it. This is somebody who's not committed. He's not a committed individual in terms of love. But I don't think that's the situation. I think that this is about stark, honest communication with the Page of Swords, because Page of Swords is also about being completely blunt and completely honest. Now, what you're hoping in terms of that Page of Swords energy, well, there you go, the Sun. The hope is, I think, with the Sun energy, that you're going to be able to resolve the situation. I think that this is about honesty. I think the situation around your hopes, it's all about discussing the situation as honestly, as bluntly, as openly as you possibly can with that Page of Swords energy, in which your hopes will be, if you do this, well, maybe we can find a solution. Maybe we can find an optimistic, positive solution to this problem here. And the reason for that, well, the Ten of Coins energy. You still feel, I think, for some of you guys, that this relationship is, you know, has great long-term potential, because the Ten of Coins is about that. Some of you guys, it's because you've grown with this person. Some of you guys, it's because you've built a life with this person. The Ten of Coins talks about permanence in relationships, marriage, having children, you know, having lived a lifelong experience with an individual. So some of you guys, it might be because you've had a long-term relationship. You've been with this person an awfully, awfully long time with the Ten of Coins energy. And for some of you guys, it might be because you still see potential to build a long-term relationship with an individual here. So, you know, the situation is all about communication showing here. Okay, but the Page of Swords can also be arguments. So if the situation is about Page of Swords, i.e. arguments within the relationship, your hopes will be, well, with the Sun, I hope that we can resolve this. I hope we can heal this, because the Sun is healing, because we have this long-term relationship. We've been married for a long time. We've reared children for a long time. 10 of Coins, that type of thing. What is your expectation of this relationship? Well, you've got the 4 of Coins being the situation. So the 4 of Coins can be holding on to a relationship, but the 4 of Coins can also be somebody who is selfish and somebody who is unwilling to give in a relationship, unwilling to open up to another. Now, if that's the case here, what you're expecting in this relationship is, well, there you go, challenges, the 7 of Wands. I read it 2 ways. I think if the situation is about holding into the relationship, what you're expecting is that you're going to have a fight on your hands, because you're going to have to really stand up for what you believe in. You're really going to have to hold on in there. You know, with this 7 of Wands energy. 7 of Wands can also be taking the higher ground as well, but this is about fighting challenges. So it might be that the situation is that the partner seems to hold back a little bit, especially if you've got these conflicts here, with the 5 of Wands being around the mental and emotional area, in which mentally and emotionally you're very open to giving, to resolving the situation with the 6 of Coins energy. Okay, giving something of value mentally and emotionally, because either you value the relationship, or maybe the partner has segregated itself with the 9 of Coins, spends a lot of time doing what the partner wants to do, type of thing. But I think if that's the case, maybe the situation, if the partner does that with the 9 of Coins, maybe the situation with the 4 of Coins is around the expectation that this partner seems very resistant to change, seems very resistant to opening up to you with that 4 of Coins energy, and you're expecting, well, if that's going to be the case, then I've got a real challenge on my hand with the 7 of Wands. I'm really going to have to try and fight for this, because I love this person, the Lovers. So I think that you expect that you'd really have to fight for this individual. And even if that 4 of Coins is the situation, is holding on to this relationship, you would expect that, well, if the situation around your expectation is that I'm going to have to hold on to this relationship, I expect that I'm going to have to fight to hold on to this. So let's call this holding on. Because 4 of Coins in terms of a love reading can either be where you're holding on so strongly to a relationship, or it's where you're backing off and you're putting up barriers. It can mean either two. But if the situation is, well, I'm going to hold on to this relationship, I expect I'm going to have to fucking fight for it, because I really love this person. I think you really love someone. I'm really in love with this individual. We're a unit. We've been through so much together. This person is my soulmate. They're my twin flame. The Lover's energy. What is it you can't see coming in? Well, the 2 of Cups is nice. We've got 2 of Cups here as well. So the 2 of Cups is about, again, the union. It's the lesser of the Lover's energy, but nevertheless the 2 of Cups is about a spiritual and emotional connection between 2 people. Now, what it is you can't see around that 2 of Cups coming in, or an agreement. Well, it's good. So it could be that what's coming in, the situation is all about an agreement, partnership. That is the card of the pledge and the partnership, in which what you're going to be experience is justice. Finally, balance being restored to the relationship. And the reason for that, oh, nice. 6 of Wands, you guys got victory on your hand. So this is nice. This relationship is going to be all right. Doesn't matter what shows up here, at some point, this relationship's going to be fine. You've got 2 of Cups, Justice, and 6 of Wands. That's sort of terrific combination, okay? You know, this is a relationship that is balanced. Okay, so the influence is coming in. Things that you can't see happening is a relationship that is balanced finally. One that is achieving success. One that finally has overcome all its problems with the 6 of Wands energy. It's a really nice reading. Beautiful, beautiful reading. So don't worry, Taurus. If this resonates with you, yeah, things might look a bit wonky at the minute, but trust me, things at some point it's going to pick up. However, in the meantime, the immediate future in October, what you've got is Judgment. So the Judgment energy, the need to make a big decision. So the situation around the Judgment energy around the immediate future is that there will be maybe a need to make a final decision. Now, around that final decision, what you'll see coming in the immediate future is the Page of Coins. And this is really just to act more responsibly with the Page of Coins. It could be to do with a child, because the immediate future, as a result of that Judgment energy, the situation is all about making, you know, life-changing decisions. And what you'll experience around that life-changing decision, it might be that the decision is to value each other a little bit more, to learn a little bit more about each other with that Page of Coins, if it's not a child or something like that, with the Page of Coins energy. And the reason for that, well, it's the Emperor. showing here. I think that this judgment, there's a decision really to try with this page of coins, maybe just to learn a little bit more about each other, to value each other just a little bit more, maybe to do things together, for example, with this page of coins energy, because this is all about stabilizing the relationship. Because that's what the Emperor energy is. It's all about stabilising the relationship, trying to rebuild that strong foundation again. The overall outcome shows us, well, you've got the situation being the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is pain. The Ten of Swords is the ending of a painful situation. What is it, the overall outcome around that Ten of Swords energy? The Age of Cups, walking away. Okay. That could be walking away. What's the reason for the Age of Cups energy? Because of the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess can be intuition as well. So the overall outcome is, I think that this is, you know, I'm going to try and turn this, this just looks too good to read this in a negative way. Okay, it really is just too good. Because this is the immediate future here. And when you do tarot, you can read it in all sorts of ways. So even though we've got two ending cards here, the situation being the Ten of Swords, how do I read the Ten of Swords? Is it hurt? Is it the ending of a painful situation? Or is it going to be hurt with the Ten of Swords energy? The overall outcome around that Ten of Swords energy is somebody walking. I think this is more than anything at the ending of a painful situation. And I think around that the overall outcome is following a new path. Okay, because what we've got is the Age of Cups, and the Age of Cups can be just as much as turning your back on pain or finally being able to release a painful situation. And that's because of the High Priestess energy. But the High Priestess is all about secrets, not just your intuition. It wouldn't make any sense to talk about intuition, I think, with this energy, because it's only one person's intuition. Okay. So I feel that with this Age of Cups and High Priestess, this is about being able to open up a little bit more. I know it sounds weird, but if we are walking away from a very emotionally draining situation with the Age of Cups, then the emotional drainage is probably something to do with what somebody's keeping from you with the High Priestess. You know, and it could be the person that you're having the issues with. So if we go back to the beginning of the reading, what we've got is conflict, Five of Wands. But mentally and emotionally, Taurus is open. Emotionally very open to showing how much you value this individual, I think, amidst all of this. This is how you feel about this. So even, you know, this is about having, like, for example, a bad-tempered child who's throws tantrums, but this, for Six of Coins for me, would be about the parent, instead of scolding the child, holding the child and caring for the child and showing the child love in order to resolve the situation, because it values the kid with the Nine of Coins. It values that child, and I think it's the same for whoever this person is. I think you might have problems with an individual with the Five of Wands, but mentally you're very open. You're very open to showing how much you value this person, and emotionally the same. Because I feel that some of you guys with the Nine of Coins energy, you really value this individual. Okay, but I also feel it might be because this person tends to segregate them. I think it's more than likely this person actually tends to segregate themselves with the Nine of Coins energy. I don't think it's a material thing. I think it's just that this person tends to segregate themselves quite a bit with that Nine of Coins energy showing here. So mentally and emotionally, you're quite happy to show how much you value this individual here. Because the Six of Coins is all about showing how much you value someone as well. Because you have this energy showing here. Okay, arguments, but mentally and emotionally, I'm quite open to showing how much I value this person. Because it might be that this person acts very much on their own. They act very much segregated maybe within the relationship. Also, I value them. And, you know, the situation around the present situation is all about love and the openness to love and receptivity to love. And this might not be you. This might be the other person. So the other person, it might be that this is about somebody's openness to love, but it might be what you're experiencing is that somebody isn't showing this. They're not being receptive. They're not... the Nine of Wands suggests that this person kind of has grown tired about showing how much they care about you, Taurus. Perhaps they want to be freed from some form of a chain that they find themselves to be in. This might be somebody that you're dealing with who's got a midlife crisis going on. You've got in your hopes by the Page of Swords. I think this is arguments, Page of Swords within the relationship, but I feel that the hope would be that this could be resolved with the Sun energy, because really at the heart of the relationship there is a very strong structure that has been built here with the Ten of Coins between the both of you. And I feel that your expectations are, well, you know, the situation is all about holding on to the relationship. And I think that the expectation will be, well, I'm going to have to fight for this. Because at the end of the day, I'm really going to have to fight for this and defend it. with this Seven of Wands energy, because we are a unit. We do love each other. There is still very much, you know, a structure that has been built here, and love is at the heart of it with the Lover's energy. And I feel that what you can't see coming in is that, you know, at some point there will be an agreement with the Two of Cups energy. And what you can't see coming in around that agreement is balance. The agreement is based on restoring balance within this relationship with the Justice energy, because you guys are overcoming the problems that you've experienced. This might take some time to come in, but it will come in nevertheless. But in the meantime, in the immediate future, you've got big decisions to make. And those big decisions, well, what you've experienced as a result of those in the immediate future with the Page of Coins is the need to take a step back. And number one, for some of you guys, it's acting more responsibly, or the partner needs to do that. And number two, it's really just showing how much you value that partner with the Page of Coins energy, and vice versa, how much the partner values you. Because this is all about you guys acting maturely and being responsible again with the Emperor energy. And trying to rebuild those walls that seem to have collapsed a little bit within this relationship. And therefore the overall outcome from this relationship reading for Taurus is, well, yeah, the situation is about the Ten of Swords, hurt and pain. But the overall outcome is actually you're leaving that hurt and pain behind with the Eight of Cups energy. Okay, because I feel really with the High Priestess at the heart of the relationship is a very, very, very deep spiritual connection. Let's call the High Priestess the spiritual connection card. So yeah, the overall outcome of the situation is about hurt and pain, Ten of Swords. A lot of stuff is being brought up here, but the overall outcome is, well, finally we can leave that behind, because at the heart of us, with the High Priestess energy, there's a very, very, very deep spiritual connection between me and this individual. I definitely feel you guys have a very deep spiritual connection with that Lovers and the High Priestess energy showing here. A very deep, so much so that you're expecting you're going to fight for this because of this connection here. Okay, you've got a real, and also the value that you feel for this relationship as well. Yes, this person might be acting a little bit segregated and a little bit away from you, but it never makes you for one moment, Taurus, give up. And I don't think that you should, because I think at the heart of everything, I think that really this person, if some of you guys are watching this and you're in your 30s or maybe your 40s, or you've got a partner who's in their 40s or in their 50s or something like that, I think this person's going through a midlife crisis. I think some of you are dealing probably with somebody who's going through a midlife crisis, if that person is in their, late 30s, 40s, 50s. Okay, I think this is a temporary thing that some of you guys, because order is going to be regained in this relationship. You've got this Two of Cups here being the situation around the around the hidden factors. It's all about a promise, a pledge, and what you'll experience around that, and the partnership and the union. What you're going to experience justice, because you guys are overcoming the difficulty. Six of Wands, you've got the victory card here. It's wonderful. Really, really good reading. So yeah, some of you guys might be going through some difficulty in a relationship, but I think it's very temporary. And if anything, that you need to support your partner, if you can, in this situation, because at the heart of this relationship there is love. I think there's a great deal of love between you and an individual. I think it's just going to take time to actually start rearing its head again, because I think that more than anything the partner is going through something here. I don't think it's you. I think it's the partner that's going through something here. And it's just about taking your time and just understanding that this is a temporary thing, and that things will come good in the end. Alright, that is your reading, Taurus. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll see you in November. Take care. Bye-bye.